you'll see the different bevels or facets on there. I'm trying to get it to be all one, just using some water. It's coming down, it's taking time, but once I've done this and I have this whole area at 25 degrees, then all I'll need to do is maintain it. This is a one-off. Unless it gets chipped or damaged. So close, and within 3 mil now, 2 mil to go. The stone that I'm using is a really rough, coarse stone, and I was using that to get this bevel down quickly, but it's left a lot of scratches, so I need to use a finer stone to get out the scratches that this one has made. But I have got a lot of grit and metal that has stuck to this roller, so it's really important that I clean the roller, clean the stone, and I can do that with a sponge and a bucket of water. And then I'll start with the finer diamond stone. Again, prime it with some water. We don't want it dry, we want to be able to get rid of the swarf or the metal filings that come off. And back on top of the stone, using all of the stone, back and forth, so that it doesn't wear out in one place. And now what I'm trying to achieve is a much more polished surface, so that when it's sharp, it'll be finely polished and highly sharp. Not pressing hard, just backwards and forwards, very consistent to keep this surface flat on here. Using all of the stone. It's an important reminder. I'm feeling the back for the metal bending over the top of the edge here, and I can just feel a burr, what they call a burr, and I need to get that off. So keeping it flat, I just pull it, make sure it's dead flat, just pull it backwards off the side. Some people go from side to side until that's perfectly flat on the back. Your back also should be polished, but I've been a bit lazy and I haven't done that. So that will be sharp enough. I think the little wiry bit that I'm getting off has gone over to the front. So like a wire coat hanger, I'm going to bend that little bit of wire backwards and forwards. Yes, it's come over to the back. Keep completely flat. Off and back to the same angle, very gently, and back. Some people strop it on a piece of leather. We were taught to do it on our hand, on this part of your hand, but I wouldn't recommend that, because Doesn't look very safe, does it? And that's just to get the bendy bit, the loose bit of filings off the edge. I think that's done. Now I could go to a finer stone and go up and up and up. Wash this one as well. Wash the grit off this one. I'm calling it grit, but it's actually metal filings. If you're going to go up to your next stone, you don't want those metal filings digging into this soft surface, this ceramic. So this is a different stone. This is a Japanese water stone. And I'm just going to pull backwards on this one because I'm worried if I go forwards I'll dig in. It's really soft. It's like clay. Very, very fine. And I'm just polishing the front and getting a really nice, a lovely almost mirror finish on that. And that will stay razor sharp if I'm using softwoods and use it carefully. It'll stay razor sharp for a while, for probably the work that you need to do, depending on whether you're doing dovetails or a housing joint, depending how you use the chisel. And then we're good to go. You can just use the two stones, or you can use that finer stone as well. I recommend the finer stone because it's very satisfying to see that beautiful polished mirrored surface. So look after your chisels. You can use a very expensive camellia oil, as in the flower camellia, but you don't have to have that. You could just have Singer sewing machine oil if you wanted. Camellia oil is really fine. It's not sticky, it doesn't get gluggy, but it's expensive. It's beautiful, but it goes a long way because it's very fine. So, you know, you'll use this on your beautiful fine tools. I put some tape over the end of my chisels. If I've lost its cap, they seem to go walking, I just put a bit of tape over, so that tells me that that's sharp and ready to go. And it protects it as well. When you put down a chisel, you always put it with the bevel side down, so that this edge that you've spent so much time to sharpen doesn't get damaged. The jig that I'm using is a VERITAS jig. People are very precious about the way something should be sharpened, but really if you can get a good result using any method, I'm happy with that. Just look after your chisels, and because they will rust really quickly. Have fun.